As you bring yourself onto your mat, rest back, and as usual, you can have your legs either extended, or you can have your feet flat on the floor, or if you wish, have them out to the sides. If you have them out to the sides like I do, place some blocks underneath your knees so that you don't overstretch your inner thighs. You don't want to pull on those groin muscles. And then just slide the butterflesh down towards your heels to lengthen your lumbar spine. And then just lift the scalp a little toward, or lift the base of your scalp towards the top of your head so that your chin comes closer to your chest and it helps to lengthen your cervical spine. And then just roll the shoulders back and down, turn your palms up, and close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths in and out. Begin to feel the rhythm of your breath. And let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. With each of your complete round of breath, one inhalation, one exhalation, begin to notice the environment that you're in. Notice the temperature of the room. Notice the temperature of your body. Feel the air as it touches the exposed skin. And then with your inhalation, feel the coolness of the air as it draws in through the nostrils. And then with your exhalation, again through the nose, feel a slight warming of the breath and maybe even a little bit of moisture. And take a few more breaths with your focus on the inhalation and exhalation through the nose. And now just bring your hands to rest at the center of your body. And breathe into your ribs. Feel that expansion side to side and front to back. Feel the warmth of your hands as they rest at the center of the body. This is the chakra for personal power and strength, your fortitude, discipline. The Manipura Chakra, or the solar plexus chakra. So remember that chakras are energy centers within the body, and they control certain emotions and feelings. So just breathe into this energy center and imagine a golden yellow. And that golden yellow can represent the sun. And as you inhale, feel the warming rays of the sun penetrate the body, reaching to all the extremities, all of the edges of your body. Warming the heart, warming the solar plexus, warming the body. And now release your arms down by your sides. If your knees are out to the sides, you can either bring the feet flat to the floor or extend your legs out long. And just slide your heels, tap the backs of your legs. And then pause and reach your arms up, take them all the way behind you. Stretch through the fingertips, do a little pelvic tilt. And press gently down with your heels. And then bring your arms down by your sides, relax your legs. Reach your arms up, take them all the way behind you. Reach and stretch. Press down through the heels, press through the balls of your feet as you reach the arms away. And then bring your arms down by your sides. And one more time, take your arms up, reach them behind you. Press through the soles of your feet. Lift your kneecaps up towards your thighs so that the legs are engaged. You can do a little pelvic tilt, and then relax the lower body. Bring the arms up towards the ceiling. Open and close your hands to get the finger joints moving. Spread the fingers and make a loose fist. And then tuck your thumbs and make a little fist or a loose fist and make some circles with your wrists. And then go in the opposite direction. And flip your palms up and down. Wave the hands to lubricate your wrists. Maybe work out a few of those little Rice crispy crackle, snap, crackle pops you hear in there. And then bring your palms together and interlace the fingers. As you reach the knuckles up towards the ceiling, relax your shoulders away from your ears. And then reach the knuckles up towards the ceiling, shrug the shoulders up. And then place them down. And reach the shoulders up and off your bolster. And place them down. And reach the shoulders, shrug them up. And then place them down, turn the palms up towards the ceiling. Take your folded hands behind you and press through your palms. And once again, press through the soles of your feet. Lift your kneecaps up. Stretch your body. Take a nice deep breath, do a pelvic tilt. Release the fingers, wiggle them. And then hold on to opposite elbows. Let your arms rest behind you or on your forehead. Just take a couple of breaths in and out. And with your exhale, bring the folded arms up and let them rest above your rib cage. Slide the arms to the right and take your gaze left. And then take your arms left and gaze right. Reach your arms up to the ceiling, refold your arms and lower them down and just make a few circles. And then pause and go in the other direction. Reach your arms up, take them all the way behind you, bring your ankles together, press through your feet, bring the palms together if you can, do a little pelvic tilt. So imagine that you're standing in Urdhva Hastasana, upward facing mountain pose. And then bring the arms down by your sides, let your legs come to hip distance apart, slide your heels, tap the backs of your legs. And then scrunch and spread your toes. Point and flex your feet. And make some circles with your ankles. And then pause and go the other way. And bring your big toes together. And just tap the big toes together so you feel the outer thighs and hips. And then pause for a moment with the toes together, point them, do a little pelvic tilt. And then relax the pelvis and windshield wipe your feet in and out. Slide your heels again, tap the backs of the legs. And bend your knees. Roll to one side and come on up, or just sit up. And I'm going to take my bolster to the top of my mat. Well, you don't, actually, I asked you to sit up. I'm sorry. Most of you don't have bolsters, so you could have stayed down on your back. But I bet most of you are smart enough to know that. You could have stayed down. Anyhow, come on back down onto your back. And once you reach the mat again, lift your hips up, slide the buttocks down towards your heels, and then walk your hands down towards your feet. Press your feet into the floor, press the lower back into the mat by doing a pelvic tilt. And release. And press the feet, press the lower back into the mat. And release. And press the feet, press the lower back into the mat. Keep that little bit of a pelvic tilt and just rock your knees from side to side, about an inch or two to each side. And then relax the pelvis and then just rock again a little bit side to side. And take your feet just a little further away. So extend them up, keep them bent, but just take them a few inches away from being straight underneath your knees, and keep rocking your legs side to side. But each time you move, you get a little bit different spot. And then bring the legs back, bring your feet back to underneath your knees and press the feet, press the back into the mat. And then release. Take your feet wide as your mat. Press the feet, press the back into the mat, and you'll notice that what presses into the back is higher up. So you're more in the middle back, almost to the top of the shoulders, and then release. And now rock your legs a little more from side to side. Bring your knees into your chest and rock in and out. And keep the knees close to your ribs and rock from side to side. And then let the knees fall away. Cross the left ankle over the right and make some circles around the low back and sacrum. Bring your knees or your thighs in close to your ribs, rock them in and out. And rock side to side. Let the knees fall away, recross the ankles, and make circles in the other direction. And then rock in and out. And keep the thighs close to your ribs and rock side to side. And then bring your feet to the floor and extend your arms and your legs and stretch your body. Point your toes, do a pelvic tilt and just feel the legs engage. Feel these lower abdominals become engaged as well. And then relax and relax your arms, let your feet splay. Maybe tap the heels again or tap the backs of the legs. And then bring your left thigh in close and rock it in and out. And keep it close to your ribs. Take the left knee over towards your right shoulder. And then come back and take the left knee towards the left shoulder. And come back, let it fall away. So hold on to the top of your knee and then make some circles. And pause, go the other way. Draw your thigh in towards your ribs, rock in and out. And then extend your leg up. Straighten the leg, point and flex your foot. Make some circles with your ankle, and then go the other way. And bend and straighten your leg to help warm up your hamstrings and the glutes. And then keep a bend in your knee and rock your thigh in and out. And then straighten the leg. Stretch any amount that's comfortable for you. Bring the arch of your left foot to your right knee. And then take your knee over to the right. And then extend your left leg out to the right side. And you can set your foot either on a block or you can bring your toe to the floor. That's okay too. And then bend your knee, bring it back to the center. Extend both arms and legs and stretch the body. And then bring your right thigh in close to your chest. Sorry, I think someone came unmuted. There we go. Okay. And rock that leg in and out. And then hold on to your right knee with the left hand. And draw your knee over towards your left shoulder. And then bring your right knee to the right shoulder. And then let the knee fall away, hold on to the top. Make some circles with your right hip. And pause and then go the other way. And bring your thigh in towards your ribs and then stretch your leg up. Good. Point and flex your foot. And make some circles with your ankle. And then go the other way. And then bend and straighten the leg. And then just bend your knee a little, rock your thigh in and out. And then stretch the leg up and stretch any amount that's comfortable for you. If it's a little cool in the house, don't overstretch. And then bend your knee and bring the arch of the right foot to your left knee. Take your right hand out to a T and draw your knee over to the left. And then extend the right leg out, and again, either bring it to a block or let your toe rest on the floor. You get a big stretch in that outer hip and glute. And then bend your right knee, come back to the middle. Bring both feet to the floor. And press your feet, press the back into the mat. And release. And press your feet, press your back into the mat. And release. And then take the left ankle over the right knee. And roll your left hip open with your left hand. Bring your knees into your chest and rock them in and out. And then hug the knees in, take them a couple inches over to the right. And then come back to the middle. Lower the right foot to the floor, cross the left leg all the way over, and use your right hand to guide the knees across to the right. Come back up to the middle. Take your feet as wide as your mat and rock your knees from side to side. And then bring the feet back to about hip distance apart and take the right ankle over the left knee. And use your hand to roll open your right hip. And then bring your knees into your chest and rock them in and out. Keep your knees hugged in, and then take the knees a couple inches over to the left. Come back to the middle, lower the left foot to the mat, cross the right leg all the way over, and then take your knees over to the left. Come back up to the middle, take your feet as wide as your mat and rock your knees from side to side. Take the knees all the way over to the right. And then take the knees all the way over to the left. Come back up to the middle and draw your knees into your chest and rock them in and out. And then extend both legs up. Hold on behind your thighs. Press through the balls of your feet as you stretch the legs. And bring them in close. And stretch both legs up. And then bend the knees in. And stretch your legs up. And then bring the soles of your feet together. Hold on to your ankles. Let your elbows rest on your inner thighs. And then take the feet up a little higher. The feet will separate and hold on behind your ankles. And then draw the thighs down towards your ribs. Let your elbows rest on your inner thighs. Or not on your inner thighs, on the back, behind your knees, actually. And just take the feet up a little higher if you can. And rock from side to side. Bring your feet to the floor and extend your arms, expand your legs and reach and stretch. And just relax for a moment. Take a couple of breaths. Walk your legs to the right corner of your mat. Stretch through your left arm and press through your left heel for a bit of a banana stretch, banana asana. And then relax and take the legs over to the other side. Reach through your right arm, press through your right heel to stretch the right side of your body. And then come back to the middle and bend your knees, bring your arms by your sides, just rock the knees from side to side. And then now we can roll to one side and come on up to a seated position. And then just come to sit in Sukhasana. Bring your hands to your knees. And close your eyes. Bring your shoulders over your hips. Bring your ears over your shoulders. Let your chin be parallel to the floor. Feel the sitting bones reaching down as the crown of your head reaches up. With your exhale, lower your chin to your chest. And then bring your chin back to the parallel and turn your head to the left. And then turn your head right. Come back to the middle and lower your chin to your chest. And then just bring your chin parallel again. Take your hands to the sides of your mat and walk your fingertips away, wiggle the fingers and release. Walk the fingers away and wiggle them. And then bring them back and walk your fingers away, wiggle the fingers and bring them back. And then reach both arms up. Turn your palms and exhale with some resistance. Reach your arms up. Turn your palms, exhale, and roll your shoulders. And go the other way. Inhale your shoulders up. Exhale with a hop. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. And then bring your left arm up. Walk out to the right and stretch. And then come back up and then reach up with the right arm. And walk out to the left and reach and stretch. And then come back up. Reach across and down. And then across and down again. And come back to the middle, bring your hands to your knees and round your back. And lift your chest, round your back. And lift your chest. And one more time, round your back. And lift your chest. And then come forward. Wherever you can, just come forward. And then walk yourself up and change the cross of your legs. And once again, come forward. Walk yourself up. And then extend your legs and slide your heels. Take your left hand to the outside of the right knee. And then just take your right hand behind you and use your left hand as a lever to help twist the body a little. And then come back and do the same thing on the other side. right hand to the outside of the left knee and twist. And then come back to the middle. Hinge forward. And then come up and bend your knees. Reach through your knees. Try and get your shoulders and your knees to touch. And then round your back. Extend your legs and come forward. Come back up and bend your knees. Reach through, round your back as you press your fingertips down into the floor. And then reach your legs out again, come forward. And then come back up, hold on behind your knees and take the legs out wide. Draw the flesh, so roll the thigh flesh down towards the floor. And come forward. Walk your hands a little bit forward, press into your fingertips, and then once again, lift your chest. And walk yourself up. Turn towards your right leg and hinge forward. Stretch through your left arm. And come back through the middle. Lean over or fold over your left leg. Reach through the right arm. And then come back to the middle. Once again, press the hands into the floor or tented fingers and lift up your chest. Walk your hands back up. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees drop out as you bring your hands behind you and just let the knees open. And then bring the feet flat to the floor. Rock your knees from side to side. And then extend your left leg. Bring your right foot into the left thigh. And walk yourself forward. Hold on to your left ankle with the left hand and inhale, reach up with your right arm. And then fold forward. Inhale and reach up. And then fold forward. And reach up. And fold forward. And then walk yourself back up. Pick your right leg, cross it over the left. And then wrap the left arm around the front of the right shin, or you can hold on just to the top of your knee if this is too much for you. And then just twist again. Draw your thigh towards your ribs, lift up your chest, and twist. Come back to the middle, extend both legs, slide your heels, tap the legs. And then bring your left foot into the right thigh. And hinge forward. Hold on to your right ankle with the right hand and reach up, open up, and then fold forward. Inhale and reach up, and then fold forward. Inhale, reach all the way up, and exhale and fold forward. Walk yourself up. And then take your left leg, cross it over the right. Take the right arm, wrap it around the front or again on your knee. And then twist. And come back to the middle, extend both legs, slide the heels, tap the backs of your legs. And then, we haven't done this, let's take your belt. It's been a while since we've done this, but why not? We'll try it today, right? Okay, so take, with your knees bent, take the belt and bring it around the arch of your left foot. And hold on kind of close to the belt, hold on to your belt close to your foot. Someday my mouth will engage properly. And then lift up your chest and just bring your shin parallel to the floor. Let your foot press against the belt. Good. And then if you feel like you're ready, you can go ahead and straighten the leg. Good. And then come down. So Claudette, make sure when you do the other side, you put it around the arch of your foot. You don't want to do that around your toes. Oh, okay. It looked like it was on your toes. Sorry. Okay. And then move the arch of your foot. Move your belt to the other foot. Okay, lift up your chest and then bring the right shin parallel to the floor. There we go. And then take that right leg up. Good, and then come down. And then take the belt around both feet. Now, this is the part where I always tell you, make sure that there's nothing hard behind you. Make sure you've got something soft. If you roll back, you don't want to hit your head on anything that's sharp or hard. And then take the belt around the end around the arches of both of your feet. Come to that balancing point between the sitting bones and the sacrum. Lift your chest up and then bring your shins parallel to the floor. You can stay here. You're welcome to stay right here or extend the legs. Spread your toes and press through the balls of your feet. Nice. And then come forward. You can release the belt, release the legs, extend your legs, and tap your knees. Okay? And then let's come up onto hands and knees. And when you come into table, tap the tops of your feet. Just to sort of wake up the feet. Get some blood flowing in there. And then you can just pause, press your hands into the mat, draw your navel up and in and round your back. Inhale and come forward. And then round your back. And inhale, lift your heart and round your back. And then come to a neutral spine. Take your right leg out behind you, rock your toes. And press your heel to the wall behind you. And then lift your right leg up, cross it over the left, press the toes into the floor, and then turn your shoulders to get a nice stretch on the right side of your body. And then come back to the middle. Take your left foot out behind you, rock your toes. Lift the left leg up, cross it over the right. Press the toes into the mat and then turn your shoulders. And then lift the leg, come back to the middle, round your back. And lift your chest. And then bring the big toes together, press the hips back. Come into child's pose and use a block. And let your forehead rest on the block. And then walk yourself up to either sit on your heels or you can stand on your knees, whichever is more comfortable for you. And then take your hands to the back of your mat and hold on to the mat. So if you're on your knees, you can get the same thing by interlacing your hands and reaching down. So if you're on your knees, roll the shoulders back, press the hands down towards the floor. For those of you who are comfortable on your heels, take those corners of the mat or the edges of your mat and draw them away from one another as you lift your chest up. And then roll the shoulders forward. And then do the same again, roll the shoulders back, lift. And again, if you're interlaced, press the hands down towards the floor. And then roll the shoulders forward. And one more time, lift the chest, pull the mat away or press the knuckles down towards the floor. And then release and reach up with your right arm and stretch to the left. And then come down and reach up with the left arm. And come back, reach both arms up. And come forward, round your back. And lift your chest. Come to a neutral spine, take the right arm and left leg up. Keep your gaze at your mat, point your toes down to the floor to keep your hips at level, and then release. And left arm, right leg, and release. Right arm, left leg, and release. And left arm, right leg, and release and round your back. Lift your chest. Take your blocks and step forward with your left foot. Good. Press into your blocks to help lift up your chest. And then keep that lift in your chest, keep that sternum lifted up towards the ceiling. And then slide the hips back, straighten your left leg. Good. Keep the chest lifted. Walk your blocks with you if you need to. And then come forward and lift your chest again. Reach your arms up. Bring your hands to your blocks. Step your left foot back. And then press the heels back. Keep your hands press the hips back, keep your hands on your blocks, and let your ears rest between the upper arms. Come back up to the knees, step your right foot forward. Press into your blocks, lift up your chest. Good. And then slide your hips back. Straighten your right leg. Keep your chest lifted. Good. And then come forward and lift up. And then reach your arms up. Bring your hands down to your blocks. Step the right foot back. And again, leave the hands on the blocks and let your ears rest between the upper arms. And then come forward. You may have to walk your blocks forward a little bit, maybe not. Lower your hips and lift up your chest. So for a modified version of upward facing dog. So press into your blocks so that your shoulders don't come out, so you're not sinking into your shoulders. Okay, and then come back to child's pose. Come forward. Press into your blocks, lift up your chest. Good. Good. Yep. And then press back. And one more time, come forward. Press into your blocks, lift up your chest. And then come back to extended child's pose. And you can set your blocks aside. I'm going to remove my blanket. And then just come to the top of your mat to come and stand in forward fold. So check to see that your feet are equally spaced from one another and that the toes are pointing forward. Your hips are over your ankles, good. And now bend and straighten your knees a couple of times. And then bend your knees a lot for ski jump pose. And straighten the legs.
And one more time, bend your knees a lot. This time, bring your ribs all the way to your thighs. Bring your hands down towards the mat or your shins or your feet. And then slowly begin to straighten your legs. Hold on to opposite elbows. And then just rock from side to side in ragdoll. And then release your hands to your legs, bend your knees, and then slowly bring yourself up to standing.
And bend your knees and roll your shoulders. Inhale up and exhale back. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale your shoulders up. Exhale with a hop. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale up, exhale. And then you can just bring your blocks to the top of your mat. Good. Good. Reach your arms up and hinge forward. Bring your hands to your shins and press into your shins, lift up halfway. And then exhale and lower down. Bend your knees, plant your hands down, and then step your feet back for downward facing dog. Now glide forward to plank. Press your heels towards the wall behind you as you keep your gaze forward. Press back to downward dog. Look forward to your hands and walk or step your feet forward. And then inhale up halfway. Exhale, lower down. Inhale all the way up. And bring your hands to your heart. And then pause in Tadasana. Okay. I'm just going to step back. Bring your blocks to just underneath your shoulders. And bring your feet parallel to one another. I'm just going to prepare us for Warrior 3. To press into your blocks and then simply lift your right leg up. Keep your toes pointed down towards the floor. So when you point the toes down to the floor, it prevents your hips from opening up. And then lower the right leg and then lift your left leg up. Again, keep the toes pointed to the floor and then lower the left leg. Bend your knees and bring yourself up to standing. Good. So we're going to do a couple things here. We're going to do Warrior 1 on each side, and then we're going to move from Warrior 1 to Warrior 3 using the blocks. Take your hands to your hips, and then step your right foot back. Your right toes point slightly out to the side of your mat. Draw your right hip forward and the left hip back. Reach your arms up, press into the back foot, and then bend your left knee. Warrior 1. Reach up with your arms, straighten your left leg, bring your hands to your hips, and step forward. Step back now with your left foot. Turn the left hip forward, right hip back. Good. Reach your arms up. And now bend your right knee. Press into the outside back edge of your foot. Reach your arms up. Straighten your front leg. Bring your hands to your hips and step forward. Step back with your right foot. So we're going to do Warrior 1 to Warrior 3 this time. Turn the right hip forward. Reach your arms up. Bend your left knee. Lean forward. Bring your ribs right to your thigh and bring your hands to your blocks. Turn your right heel up towards the ceiling. Press into your left foot and lift up. Lift the right leg up. Good.
Bend your left knee, reach back with the right leg. Bring your hands to the left thigh and press yourself up. Come up to warrior one again. Good. And then reach the arms up, straighten your front leg, bring your hands to your hips and step forward. Good. Step back with the left foot. Turn your left hip forward, right hip back. Reach your arms up. Bend your right knee. Fold forward, bring your ribs to your thighs, hands to your blocks. Turn your left heel up towards the ceiling. Press into your right leg and lift up. Good. Bend the right knee, step back with your left foot. Bring your hands to your thigh, or you can go straight up all the way back up to warrior one. Reach your arms up, straighten your front leg, bring your hands to your hips, and step forward. Awesome, nice job, everybody. And then come to the center of your mat. And bring your feet together. And bring your hands to your hips. Find a focal point and fix your gaze. Now remember, you can use a piece of furniture if you like, a chair, the back of a chair if you want, anything to help you with stability. Press the big toe and the big toe mound of your left foot into the floor. And then take your right foot either to your ankle. You can go to your calf if you like, or you can take the foot all the way up if that's in your practice. And then bring your hands to your heart. Take the arms up. Good. Good. Release your arms and then release the leg. Bring your hands to your hips again. This time, press into the big toe and the big toe mound on the right foot. Fix your gaze. Bring the left foot either to your ankle, your calf, or all the way up into your right thigh. And then bring your hands to your heart, and when you're ready, you can take the arms up or keep them at the heart center, it's okay. You don't have to do anything. You can always modify or do something that makes you feel happy. And then release the arms, release the leg. Take your feet as wide as your, little wider than hip distance, and then just do a couple of circles with your hips. And then go the other way. And then come to the top of your mat. And reach your arms up. Fold forward. Step your right foot back and bring the right knee down. And then step the left foot back. Bring the left knee down. Press back to extended child's pose. And then slowly roll yourself up, roll to one side, and bring your legs out in front of you. And take your arms up. Good. And then hinge forward from your hips. One last back of the leg stretch. And then slowly come up, bend your knees. Hold on behind your knees. Roll down, bring your knees into your chest and rock them in and out. And then rock side to side. Bring the feet to the floor, extend the legs, extend your arms, and stretch the body.
And then exhale your arms by your sides. You can let the legs splay to the sides of your corners of your mat and prepare for Shavasana. As you bring yourself back down onto your mat, come back to your breath. As we did in the beginning of our practice, come back to your breath. With each of your exhalations, allow the back body to release and let go. This is called go in and in. Go in and in. Be the space between two cells, the vast, resounding silence in which spirit dwells. Be sugar dissolving on the tongue of life. Dive in and in. As deep as you can dive, be infinite, ecstatic truth. Be love conceived and born in union. Be exactly what you seek, the beloved, singing yes, tasting yes, embracing yes, until there is only essence, the all of everything, expressing through you as you. Go in and turn away from nothing that you find. Now begin to bring your awareness back to your breath. Bring some movement into your body. Draw your knees in. And then slowly roll to your right side. Take a long, slow, deep breath in. And a long, slow, complete breath out. And then gently come up and sit in Sukhasana. And bring your hands to the center of your chest and lower your head, reminding us to surrender the busy thinking mind to the wisdom and intuition that resides in the heart. May the longtime sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way home. Namaste.
Namaste, Jenny. Thank you.
Namaste, Kathy.